Yo, peace, love, and light. All right, I'm doing this little video again before I go get my workout in. But so this one I want to talk about not following the script. All right, when I say don't follow the script, you got to understand that you have the real world, this place that we all live at, that we interact with each other and shit that we do in our everyday lives, and then you got the script, the play, the fake world. And a lot of times, the fake world is presented to us nowadays through social media. Before, it used to be on the news. Before, it used to be on ads and shit like that, on the billboards and everything. But the world has changed, and the way that they influence people is different. That's why you on Instagram, you have influencers. You know, they can control the narrative completely at this point now, right? They can control who gets the most views. They can control who gets the most followers. They can control who gets the most subscribers. I would say this, man. If you know for a fact that there's an agenda to prevent information and facts from getting out, be mindful of who's able to get a big ass audience too fast. Either they're wrong as fuck and are of no threat to the real situation, or they're a plant and they're put in there so that they could basically be controlled opposition to the people who are in power right now. So they can put a person that's like, oh yeah, power to the people. You know, we need to go out here and do this and start small black businesses and buy back the block and all this bullshit, right? They're just giving you some low-hanging fruit to aim for, right? You know what I'm saying? They understand that the goal is the stars, but they got you shooting for the power lines, basically. As long as you up off the ground, but you ain't gonna ever reach the highest heights that are available to us. And that's the point. I don't trust shit that got a blue check mark on it, bro. If a motherfucker's certified through Instagram and they got a blue check mark and shit, nigga, that should be a clear sign, bro. That should be a clear sign. They approved. Yes, you got a blue sign. That means yes, your ass is approved by the parasites, nigga. You ain't coming with a message of truth and getting a certified approved mark on none of your shit. That's just not how this works. That's not how this works. The most profound speakers and the most profound information that's available out here are gonna be from these like fringe motherfuckers that you ain't never heard of, bro. And that's the truth. Some of the deepest, most powerful esoteric information I've come across is by a very, very unique individual. It's a brother, man. This guy who's kind of recluse out in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? And he has his perspectives and his paradigms. And I do believe a lot of what he says when it comes to the esoteric, when it comes to the astral, when it comes to the spiritual, dealing with the ancestors. But I believe that we're all our own unique expressions of the Most High. So not everything is going to be a fact that one person says or experiences. Right, when it comes to spirituality, not to tear down or try to fight against anything that this dude says, I'm telling you. But he don't got that many followers, y'all. If you're a person who studies the occult and you study esoteric knowledge and spirituality and you hear what he talks about, invaluable information, a couple followers, a couple subscribers, bro, a couple people. Meanwhile, you got these bitches on here, these motherfuckers on here that be talking about utter bullshit. They're basically motivational speakers, nigga. They're pushing the homosexual agenda. They're pushing the feminist agenda, or they're pushing some super masculated thug trying to be a business mogul bullshit. Like all these programs, they pushing all these programs. Or they got some kind of, you can tell they got some kind of chip on their shoulder and they pushing that shit. They got the huge audience. They're putting out baby food to where it's people that are putting meat out here that don't get no attention, bro. None. So you got to be mindful. I'm still getting this shit out of my system. I mean, I feel amazing, but you got to let it go through its course, man. I stay drinking my water and everything. I've been drinking my burdock tea, my ginger tea, and taking my herbs and stuff at the house daily, my lemongrass and everything. But back on point is people that have the most profound information and the most truth who get buried, who get the least amount of attention in this world. And it's not really about attention, but where that attention is going, that's energy. And that's effect within this plane, this dimension that we live in. And like I said, they control the stage. They control who the major players are. So you have to have discernment to be able to look and say, well, damn, they hella popular. They got this big ass audience. Duh. Obviously, the powers that be would not let somebody who was really with the shits get that kind of steam. You know what I'm saying? It's like for years, a lot of y'all, the white dude looking at me all crazy shit. Motherfucker. But a lot of y'all thought like, oh shit, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, these are conscious rappers. These guys are, I mean, what? Just because every other song wasn't talking about selling dope, that's it? Or shooting a nigga, but a lot of songs that they had were. Like, it's like they were kind of like a trap for the people who were starting to try to become more consciously aware and get away from that low energy. So they'll be low energy, but put like a little high energy costume on, like, oh, J. Cole, I'm gonna stop wearing like the designer clothes and the chains and shit. I'm gonna have my little dusty ass dreadlocks and dress like a hippie Rasta kind of guy. I'm gonna do a couple positive songs here and there and da 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 da. And next thing you know, I'm talking about putting hits on niggas' heads and shooting niggas bow again. And that's what it is, bro. Consistency. You can see like over an extended period of time what these people are really about. And you got to be mindful that in this particular era that we're in, it's more popular to be on some positive shit, if you want to say it like that, on some conscious shit. So everybody right now is trying to find their angle in this higher consciousness, right? And even though they're trying to find their angle, they're still the same parasitic fucking monster that they always been undercover. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar, he can say whatever he wants to, but he always promotes gang activity and gang violence. And then they want to say, nah, bro, I'm just telling my story. Bullshit, dog. You always talking about how you be politicking with the Bloods and the Crips and all that shit. And how you, like, bro, you glorifying that shit. You're not telling a story. You are glorifying the shit. Like you said in your song, you will make it look sexy. Look, I got the Kendrick Lamar voice. You know what I'm saying? But, and that's how the shit goes, though. Is they put controlled opposition. People who act like they not for the system, but they completely are. And it's up to you to be able to see the difference. To see what the fuck is real and what's not real out here. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to be aware that there's agendas and shit, man. It's stuff that they want your mind to be shaped in a certain kind of way. They want your aims to be for certain type of shit. You know, we're trying to become more higher spiritual beings, but they want us to think that in being free, there comes less righteousness. They want us to think that in being free, we have to be more animalistic. When I say animalistic, I mean that we're uninhibited in our behaviors, that we show less respect, that we cover ourselves even less and shit for certain reasons, that we go away from traditional man-woman relationships, that we go away from family values, that we go away from the shit that creates and sustains life, basically. When you look at the nature of reality and the nature of what these functions are for within the system that the Most High consciousness created, right? Duality, the masculine and the feminine, goes together. It's not two masculines, one feminine, one feminine, one feminine, one feminine, one masculine, one masculine. That shit don't work. You can't create a Merkaba. You know what I'm saying? You can't create a full circuit. You can't create the full system. You can't with just masculine or just feminine. You have to have the masculine with the feminine together in order to create the Merkaba. the energy light body, the God body. And that's just how it works. And it's a lot of things out here that are going away from that. Anything that's against life, bro, the creation and the protection of life, us as melanated people need to get far away from that shit. I'm not saying we got to be these prudes that are out here singing Sunday hymns because religion, bullshit, obviously given us by the Europeans, but it's trickles of our ancient truth woven in that shit that they're hiding from us. Your spirit, if you want to call it that, your consciousness, it knows your connection to your higher self, knows right from wrong. It knows creation versus destruction. It knows what field of energy these activities lie in. And you know when you do the shit. But then what we'll do is we'll do it and then try to justify it under this new whole like MO of this consciousness where we're free and liberated. Oh, this is the age of Aquarius. We're not held back by no limits and all that bullshit, cuz bullshit. There is a negative and positive polarity to everything, bro, and we have to kind of be balanced somewhere in between. You don't want to be too far in the extremes. You don't want to be too far in the negatives, too far in the positives. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're too far in the positive, you're gonna be giving out all your energy. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be depleted. If you're too far in the negatives, all you're gonna do is just be taking. Blow, you're gonna over circuit yourself. So you have to be in a stream of give, take, in the middle of the polarity of the masculine and the feminine. So when that goes into behaviors, you have to be righteous. You have to be humble. But at the same time, you can't be weak and a pushover and shit at the same time. So it's a balance in that shit. You can't be out here stealing, murdering people. You know what I'm saying? Being sexually promiscuous. You can if you want to, but what's going to happen from that? Someone might want revenge from you and they'll kill you. You might get an STD or get pregnant without planning it, and then you bring life into this world that you're not prepared to take care of, and you're not going to be free to do your spiritual work. It's direct consequences for this shit. I don't have to argue it. You don't have to argue it. It's the reality of the world that we live in. You understand what I'm saying? So again, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Be mindful of this shit that's out here and what's shaping your consciousness and what's shaping your perspectives, okay? Keep your mind on true things. Keep your mind on cause and effect, right? Look through the show and see what it really is, because the show is bullshit. All right? All the official blue check mark people that's out here like, yo, the manifestations and the money and the power and that's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. When you get your shit together and we can really wake up and deal with these forces, it ain't nothing a dollar's talking about. You can throw 100 stacks at you and you can be like, I don't need that shit. Fuck I need your money for? Money can't save your ass from this sun that's about to scorch y'all scorch y'all the fuck up off of it. Facts. So go out, man, meditate. Do your early morning sun gazing. Do your sunset sun gazing. Midday, do your sun bathing. Just lie under the sun for a couple hours and help to purify and get those toxins up out of your body and stuff. It's going to be some times where you got to be uncomfortable. It's just like doing push-ups. If you out of shape and you ain't did no push-ups, bro, the first time you knock out a set of 20, you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, shit. You're going to be hurting. But next thing you know, you knocking out a couple hundred in one day. You know what I'm saying? Now you like, man, I can't even get a workout from doing push-ups no more, man. I got to put weights on, a weight vest on, and start lifting weights or something to even get any effect from them. And that's how it works with doing this type of stuff. You got to start small, but you got to do the work. Watching videos ain't going to get you there. And it's not my responsibility. I can just tell you what the truth is, but it's up to you to put in the work. You got to go and meditate. You got to do that shit. You have to spend time finding your own understanding, because I can only get so far. I'm only one angle of consciousness from the Most High. It might be something that I'm telling you that you're meant to learn based off what I'm telling, and then you come back in return and tell me some shit that's gonna help me get to another level because it's from your angle, and you got more information from your angle, because we all light, we all consciousness. Your angle that you're at right now, it's not all about me. It's not all about my opinion, and I'm humble enough to take it as long as it's real, bro. As long as it's in accordance with nature. As long as that shit is construction, as long as it's building upwards towards this cultivation of this higher dimensional body that we're trying to form here. All right. So Melinated family, peace, love, and light. I've been talking too much. I should have been drinking more water, but I got to get this message out, man. Y'all have a good one, man.